So, WR's back, and we're in PC Tier 5, right? It's the most competitive grid I've been on, right? We're racing around Texas today for round one of this, I believe, 12 race calendar, which there's some good tracks, there's some iffy tracks, but yeah, we're racing around Texas today, and I had no hope going into this race, let's be remotely honest. I completely thought I was going to be towards the rear of the field, but might not turn out that way. But anyway, welcome to a new season of WR. Let's hope we can get some good results, and let's get right into the action. For racing here at the United States, we are here today for round one. Like I've already mentioned, Texas WR. We are back in WR. We are here for some more league racing action. It's the most competitive grid that I've ever been on in my sim racing career, at least, and hopefully the only way is up from here. I had no hope really going into this race weekend, or race day I should really say, because it was the Monday we raced on. Yesterday actually it was we raced on. Well, as we go around the final corner, around turn 20 to begin our first ever lap in the PC tier on WR, making our way, climbing the hill, breaking around the black box, flick it on in. The idea is right with the early rotation, because you have to use a lot of that inside curve just to help get the time, but I get a bit tentative. I feel like I'm going to cut the corner, so I do turn out of it slightly. We do cut it okay, though. As we go through the S's, a lot more curb we can use there through turn number 5. We go through 6 and then through turn 7. Then we go uphill through turn 8. Again, you can use so much more curb. Then through turn 9. If we could use that, if we can tighten up on turn 8, we can open up turn 9 so much. We go flat through 10 on the rundown now. Towards turn number 11, again, just slight lock up and slightly wide. We have a little bit of a correction under braking as we make our way now down the back straight, down towards turn number 12 here, where again you need to cut so much here to get all of the lap time possible as we flick it on in. We only tap the curb on this occasion, nonetheless it's okay cornering speed as we flick our way through turn 13. Go with a little bit of an oversteer, flat through 14. Then we go into turn 15. You have to take a wide line to open up the exit, and look how quickly we're able to get on the power. As then we make our way through the triple right apex, through 15, 16, 16, 17, and turn 18. As we make our way into turn number 19. Then again, you can use so much more curb. As then we make our way in towards the final corner of the circuit. A little bit more curb we can use there. So much time in this. After we cross the line, it's a banker of 32.719. And, well, the original pole time is a 32.0 at this current moment in time. And we got our second of, out of 3 laps we're doing. We have the in-short qualifying, you have time to do the 3 laps. We make our way now down in towards turn number 1. We're again slightly up the hill already just from the start of the lap. We flick it on in, go a bit wider this time, but then the exit does make up the time. But either way, it's still slower than our personal best as we go down in towards the S section, through 3, through 4, then through turn 5, then through this long turn 6. So we are 700 up as we then go through turn number 7, then through turn number 8. Keep it nicely tight, and then can help set up the exit on the exit of turn 9, then flat through 10. Look at that time we gained 2 tenths just from that exit alone. Into the braking at turn number 11, then flick it on in, lose some time because we went slightly deeper, but then look at the time we gained. We're basically near on 3 tenths of a second up already. On the rundown now towards turn number 12, where once again we're going to have to flick it on in. We have to get all the curb. You can just see, look at the bottom right, I'm on my brake bias instead of my battery, man. You just see I flick up to an extra battery, extra brake bias on accident, so time lost for sure. At least a tenth lost through the exit of 12 into 13, and then we make our way on the exit. Was a massive snap of oversteer, but because we've used less battery, we've got more battery now for this little section here, through 16, 17, 18 into turn number 19, 3 and a bit tenths up, and to make our way now down in towards turn number 20, the final corner, flick it on in. Bit better was the curb users. We put our foot to the floor, 3 tenths and 3/4 of a tenth up. It's 32.321. And back up into the top 5 we are on the running order so far. And, well, there's still time in the game, isn't there? There's still time in the lap, as evident. We're P6 at the minute, as we make our way now around the final corner to begin our final hurrah of the qualifying session here in the United States. We make our way now down in towards turn number 1. Well, once again, we just have to flick it in a little bit better rotation, but I get a bit early on the throttle here, just produces understeer, so we run out a little bit wide and again lose time on the exit. So our best turn one was our first lap here, so there's probably still a tenth really in that turn one. We go through turn 6, then we make our way in towards turn number 7. We are 700 down on our personal best as we make our way uphill through 8, through 9. We get turn 8 a lot better, but turn 9 we completely butchered the exit and we are back to being half a tenth down. We go on the braking through turn number 11, flick it on in once again, use the curve, apply the power. We stay level with the delta as we go on the exit, so we've matched our 32.3 exit of turn 11. And we make our way now down in towards turn number 12. Our race engineer, Mr. Puranik, giving us some reminders to make sure we use our battery on the exit of here. Just going into medium, because look at the time we're going to gain. 600 down to 1/10 up. We flick it on in, apply the power through 13, through 14, towards the braking at turn number 15. The only issue was using the battery in that section on the exit of turn 12. So you don't have a lot here, but look at the time we gain. We gain 2/10 on the exit of 15, flat through 16, 17, and 18. You can see the time plummet here. We've got to go all in though. We've got to chuck it over the curb, which we do. We have really good turn 19. As we go in towards turn 20, probably our worst turn 20, we don't get any of the curb. So we apply the power. We gain time on the exit, a 2.2 improvement. It's a 32.0, and well, there was probably the potential for a 31.8 there. Based from that, 31.9 maybe could have been our best there. And we are P5 on debut in WRPC, but really it could have been a top 3. Nonetheless though, just flicking through the strategy, debating what we would want to use, if we want to use mediums or if we want to use hards. Basically everyone on the medium tyres apart from 3 drivers.
Hard tyres are good for a long time, aren't they?
Just discussions really going on amongst myself and Karl, just seeing what we want to do. I wanted to be safe with fuel, but actually looking back after the race, we could have gone probably an extra 0.6 laps of fuel down. Anyway, we're back to racing in WOR. 5 lights on in the United States, and we will go racing to the opening corner of the circuit. A decent start actually for ourselves. Elliott in the Ferrari trying to challenge the Williams as we go through turn number 1, just taking this wider line to try and not get collected as we make our way exit of turn 1, side by side with the other Ferrari. We are able to hold position in P5 to make our way through the S's, through turn 3, 4, 5. Just at the end of the day, yeah, kind of catching me out here. As we go through turn 6, make our way to the entry of turn number 7 here. Then we go up through 8 and 9. Look at the line that those guys take as we already get a warning for track limits on the opening tour here. Not the greatest start. In terms of track limits, we've held position though, luckily. So, well, not luckily, we've done well to hold the position. We go slightly deep, quickly follow Ivan into the corners. We may make our way on the run down towards turn number 12, gaining in the slipstream here. All the while, not under pressure from behind, so we can turn the battery off and then we do some Leica. But look how early Ivan brakes, and that.
Okay, I might be able to dive on him. He broke.
That gives me the thought that we could go for a dive on the inside of Ivan here, because he seemed to break out very early there on the opening lap into turn number 12 here. Skip forward to lap number 2, you can see purple middle sector as we head around the final corner and put our foot to the floor. It's the fastest lap of the race, and well, that was unexpected. We are the fastest man on track on that lap. So not too shabby at all. As we put our way, exit turn 1, flat through turn number 2 towards the S. There's nothing going to be doing there. As we make our way now on the rundown towards turn number 11, the Ferrari gaining on us, going on the inside, using a bit extra battery. We flick it in, leaving the room. We should have the better exit with this outside line as we apply the power, which we do. So we are able to hold on now to 5th position. But we're going to be under pressure here on the rundown towards turn number 20. So Ferrari is using battery. We have all the battery to use as well. The Ferrari then eventually gives up. We do our Leica, save a bit more fuel, get the battery back up as well. Then we make our way through turn number 13, flat through 14. We're now going to look for a move on the inside of Ivan, looking to go on the inside line. He leaves us just enough space as we apply the power. A little bit of a swapper on the exit, but I was feeling like we have to make this move because I felt very quick in this stage, and the guys ahead, they wasn't moving quickly at all. as we go in towards turn 12. 3 wide for the lead of the Grand Prix. Contact between the Williams, the Ferrari and the Alpine. The Williams and the Ferrari continues to duel. The Cadillac joins the battle, going for the move on Ollie in the Alpine, as we then look to try and switch a move up here. We look around the outside, then just going to try and go for the massive cutback here. Ollie squeezes the Cadillac slightly wide. We go for a switchback on the pair of them here, looking around the outside line, but the grip is unavailable on the outside line, so we lose out to both of them again in towards turn 19 though. We still hold position, so not the worst scenario in the world here in WR to make our way on the exit the final corner. We remain in 5th position on lap number 7 though. We make our way in towards turn number 3 and then turn number 4. McLaren into the pit lane too. I'm going to be retire from this race, and the virtual safety car has come out here on lap number 7 of 28. So get that delta up. Unsure why the virtual safety car has been deployed, but because I mean if McLaren trying the pit lane, it shouldn't really warrant a virtual safety car. Nonetheless though, plenty of delta. I was being very careful with my delta because I expected to stay out longer into the final sector. But I mean, you see, look, we have 1.8 seconds spare as we go under braking through turn number 12. We've got some work to do now to try and catch up to the rear of these guys again. We are still within the 1 second. That is the main goal. Elliot Kallenbach in the Ferrari has broken away from this from the 3 guys ahead, but I mean, Carl and I was just saying they can overtake swap to try and catch up to the rear of him as we make our way towards turn 19. We are able to hold on to this position here as we make our way in towards the final corner on lap number 8. And into the pit lane comes Ollie. A very early pit stop here, only on lap 8 that is. We can just see we're planning to come in this lap. So the hard tyres can go a very, very long way. But, I mean, even 1 lap is still crucial as the Williams gets a switchback of all switchbacks. As Carl says, a sumptuous switchback by Brian Mbeumo. He's given up with Man United and he's making switchbacks in Formula 1. Anyway, we have a very good exit on the exit of turn number 9. We go flat through turn number 10 on the rundown now towards turn number 11. I make a late decision to go for the inside line, diving on the inside line. Minor contact between front tyre the barge board as you make our way now on the rundown towards turn number 12. We have the slipstream. We're right on the rear of Ivan as we make our way towards the final braking zone of the middle sector here. We're boxing this lap, so we don't really have to worry about the battery because of how much you charge here. Ivan dies on the inside of the Williams here. Williams turns out of it. We get the exit on the Williams. We go side by side, running outside of turn 13. The outside for 14 turns to the inside for turn 15 as we go on the braking through the next left-hander. Apply the power, leave the Williams just enough room as we slightly tyre hook. We go to wheel now through the triple right apex. We have the battery to use as well, and we are able to get into 3rd position, and that is a +1 on our race. That's probably the first overtake we've actually made in this race, and it's come on lap number 9. We now dive into the pit lane. A little bit of oversteer to correction as we make our way onto the exit. There's no pit board here, so I panic, full broke. 78 kilometers an hour we entered that pit lane, so in a sense we actually kind of mastered that pit lane. Get it rotated in. Carlson is another one who has now retired from this race. They're dropping like flies here. We started this race with 20. On lap number 10 now, we're down to 14. Good pit stop. We come out in P9. That Alpine did gain a lot with the undercut, but I have the confidence we'll be able to catch back up to him. 3 seconds. Over 3 seconds he gained on us. Basically, well, I say that he was already a second ahead, so maybe like 2.4 seconds he really gained on that undercut. You see people behind. Are pitting. People who are behind us before the pit stops are now boxing as well. As we make our way now down towards turn number 1. Our goal was to undercut Ivan, and we have done exactly that. But kind of have misjudged the battery here, because when you're in the pit lane, you see, you get harvest limited if you do too much harvest across the course of a lap. We had that tops up in the pit lane, so we had that, and I underestimated the amount of battery I had used, not thinking that the harvest limitation would come into play. Nonetheless, though, we go through turn number 12, but once again, we're able to hold on to the position here, and well, it's just the fact that we've got to try and see what we can do to recharge this battery. We're doing well here, up to 66% as we make our way then through turn number 15, up to 89%. Which should be fine here, but I didn't feel like it was going to be fine here. Now we make our way back down into non-ERS mode. So yeah, we go through turn number 19. Elliot has got a 10-second. Elliot Callenbach, a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane. And that's surely another position for us in this race. Make our way now down towards turn number 1. I don't know why we didn't really use a lot of battery here. We make our way towards turn number 1. Elliot's there just ahead of us. I don't want to lose time to Elliot here, so although the Williams went aggressive, I just waved them on by, and well, we lose a position, but now we need to hope that the Williams can stick with the Scarlet Ferrari, who's got a 10-second penalty. The Williams now has got a 3-second penalty as well. He picked it up through the S section on this particular lap. Last particular lap, sorry, picked up on lap 12. So we make our way now down towards turn number 13. A little bit of a snap of oversteer, and then a massive slide for the Williams through the cornering of turn 13, through 40, then through turn number 15. So we apply the power. The Williams seems to be all over the shop here with his rear end as we head through the triple right apex of 16, 17, and turn number 18 here on this occasion. Not close enough to do anything, but we don't want to really go for anything audacious because of the fact that we don't want to lose DRS to Elliot here. But I'm thinking we just have to go for it here. Now we're going to go diving on the inside line, trying to make the move. The front left locks up. We make contact. I think I'm just going to let him on by, but let the Williams back on through. So on that occasion, nothing doing there. We tried the move. We locked up. We let him back on through. But then, again, we can't attack him here because it feels like we've just then attacked him straight off, letting him through. But then you can see Brian the Williams not using any battery here, whilst we are just using our normal battery route here. As we go into turn 19, it just seems like he got annoyed from that contact and just decided to start completely slowing us up. So, I mean, it's pretty quick that I went for that on the inside line. As we head around the final corner and head down towards turn number 1, you can probably hear it audibly in the background, I was very annoyed. Because we were just losing so much time. We were gaining on the Alpine as well. So William goes for a stupid dive, cuts the corner as well. And then we make our way down towards turn number 2, towards this section. We're side by side with the Williams. We have to back out there because he is not leaving us room at all. If we continue to go wheel to wheel with the Williams, we go through turn 8 and then turn 7 in towards turn 8 and turn number 9. Which is losing so much time to the guys ahead now because the Williams, in a sense, he's got hurt. His feelings got hurt really from that contact at turn 12. Breaks very early as well through turn 11. We go on the exit, make our run now down in towards turn number 12 here. We got the slipstream. We're gaining all the while on the run down towards turn number 12. Once again, 6 seconds of penalties he's got. He continues to defend this one like his life depends on it. As we go on the braking through turn number 12, we go for the switchback here. He goes slightly deep. We get the exit. Make our way now down in towards turn number 13. The Cadillac goes for an audacious dive bomb. And on his onboard, he wasn't even planning on going for it. He just reacted because he was going to run to the rear of us here. We go side by side. He turns into a slightly more contact between tyre to tyre. As they go through the triple right apex to the entry, he just turns into our tyre here, causing us minor contact. And to make our way now down in towards turn number 19, we slight tap in the rear and then another bigger tap in the rear. And, well, Ivan has punted us out the way. Luckily, we've only lost position to the Ferrari. But the rears, soon after this, just immediately felt absolutely horrendous here. Now the McLaren is on our inside line as well. I can't afford to fight this now because of the battery I was using to attack. We go on side by side through turn number 1. Hit the McLaren. No intention of leaving us room. You can just see there, literally Kevin left us no room. As we make our way now down in towards turn number 1. But once again, I'm thinking of the move to the inside of the McLaren. The McLaren moves under braking, so my front left was locked up for so long there. Luckily, no collisions there. Luckily, no damage there at all. So, we make our way then through turn number 8. And then there's our second warning of the race on lap 19 of 28. We go flat through 10 on the run down towards turn number 11. The Ferrari going ultra defensive. Almost goes into the rear of Ivan. As we go wheel to wheel ahead into turn 13. We then look for the outside line on the McLaren. The Audi as well looking to pick up the pieces here. The McLaren dives on the inside line. We then look to go wheel to wheel with the Ferrari. If we can get the exit here, they continue to go side by side through turn 16, 17 and turn 18 towards turn 19. The McLaren makes a very good move and gets past the Ferrari. We're now going to try and challenge on the inside of turn number 20. We go on the inside. He turns in. More contact between ourselves and another car. So we make our way now down towards turn number 1. Again, you can just hear audibly frustrated, I think is the best way to put that. And then we make our way towards turn number 12 again. We look to go for the Hamilton dummy on the inside. Sends the Ferrari a little bit deeper compared to the line you would want to take in turn number 12. We go through turn 13. The Ferrari's rears are gone. His rear tyres are gone. We have a little bit of a snap here. And I was just saying, I'm being a bit too cautious. I'm being a bit too safe. In a sense, where we do get aggressive. Now go on the inside line. Going past the Ferrari. Just about closing the door here. But he continues to fight this one. And you can just see here, he tries to hang out around the outside. His rear tyres, I burst started laughing. The Ferrari tyres were completely gone. But you heard me say, it just felt like everyone wanted to fight me of everything. Like, no one gave me a break here. As you see, the Audi's hot on our rear, but then the gap goes to like 1.6. So the Audi has spun, and, well, like Carl just said there, relieves the pressure now. So we can just focus on trying to stay somewhat with the guys ahead, because we know they've got penalties here. Elliott has won the race nonetheless. We skipped the final lap because nothing was happening here. We head round the final corner. Where are we going to finish up overall? Elliott had a 13-second time penalty, and that gives us 4th. So Williams had a 6 seconds. That gave us a position as well. And, well, if you're going to base it off the stewards' reports, surely a P3. We've, obviously, I can confirm, I have reported, the Cadillac of Ivan. He did apologise after the race as well, so it's good to see he's owned up to the mistake, and he gave a very good reason, saying like he didn't expect me to slow up as much. But I mean, again, you can't. It was like something Carl said to me off stream. Sorry, you can say sorry, but it's not enough, and they will smite you. Them being the stewards. Next results then. Ollie gets a win from Ivan, then Kevin. Ourselves in 4th, hopefully going to be P3. Here's a replay as well. Just the Cadillac just completely pile drives into our rear, and it's like you hear me do the Lyco. I do the normal lift and coast. I do what I've been doing the whole race, and just completely drives into our rear, not one but twice. 2 taps to our rear. Here's his on board as well, and then you see he turns into us slightly. Maybe he probably expects us to go for a wider entry, but as a car, you dictate the line. So we go in towards turn number 19. 1 tap, 2 taps, we get sent away, and well, that's a position. There's your provisional standings then. If he doesn't get a penalty when we are P4 in the standings, which again, I'm not complaining with a top 4, but if we can get a podium, a P3 in PCT5, not too shabby whatsoever. If you did enjoy though, shout out to Carl for being our race engineer. And well, we head to Yas Marina next time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in a week's time. Thank you for watching. My name's Rio Harris. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one. Ciao, adios. Bye.